My name is Andy,
And I'm Becca.
and welcome to our very first episode of the Dental Diaries. So, we are here to share our journey as to where we've been and where we've gotten to now. We are so excited to share with everyone what it's like to manage the chaos, celebrate the wins and the losses, and basically all of the laughs and the hard times that happens in the dental office, while being that point of contact for everybody in that office. Becca, if you want to kick it off.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go into a brief introduction of our name, our roles, and how long we've been in dentistry. Do you want to start off with it, or would
Yeah.
you like me to?
Yeah, so let's introduce ourselves. So, my name is Andy. Again, I'm a practice manager in Florida. So, I am in the Central Florida region, and I've been in this role for about 4 months. So, it's definitely a new role for me. And I've actually been in the dentistry world for about 3.5 years, going on 4 years as a front desk. So, I took on the big role of being a practice manager. I was very interested, and I still am interested in the dental law and everything that it has to offer. I'm super excited to what it has in store for me, and I'm super excited to share with you all what it's been like getting there. What about you,
Yeah.
Becca?
So for me, again, my name is Becca, and I love dentistry. I have a passion for dentistry. I started out going to dental assisting school in Pennsylvania, and I rolled right into dental assisting in a private office. Then my husband and I moved to Florida. I got a front desk position, and I wanted growth from there. And I didn't have an opportunity with the company that I was at the time. Growth wasn't available to me in office. And so I got a office manager position in Florida. And then I really love the core values of the current company I was at as a business assistant. And so I actually jumped right back into the practice manager role. And total in dentistry, I would say I'm on 6 years. And with my current role, current office, it's going into 2 years. And I love it. We've definitely had some challenges. We've definitely had things that tested our patients, especially employees, patients, our doctors, all of it. But
Okay.
it's definitely passion of mine. And I think that is why me and Andy had gotten together, because it's also a passion of hers and we shared equally. But yeah, that is a
Yeah,
little bit
so
about
I would
me.
say that having that clinical background, Becca, is definitely, I wouldn't say crucial, but it definitely helps a lot. I
Yes.
can definitely say that even leading into that, before I had no dental experience, I was customer service all my life. I have been in a lot of roles before the dental field. So tell me, Becca, how did you get started on your dental role? How did you get into dentistry?
Well, actually, my family never had great teeth at all. My mom and dad, they both are very bad smoker. That can really ruin oral health. And a lot of my family, like my grandparents and that history, it's just like, pluck my teeth. I'm going to get dentures. I wanted more and I was interested in it. And I also felt seeing videos and seeing the reactions of patients when they were able to get their teeth fixed and just the
Right.
confidence that they had. That's what really drew me to dentistry. How about you, Andy?
Yeah, I can say the same. Being a kid and eating a lot of sweets, and my family, just we didn't go to the dentist. It was just something we didn't like to talk about in our family, that other families and other people feel the exact same way. So before I got into dentistry, like I said prior, I was just doing very basic jobs, but very basic front desk position. So I got a really good opportunity to work for a really great company, and I took it. And back then I was thinking, more money? Of course. Why would I not take it? And I started out as just a front desk. I was basically just doing the check-ins and the checkouts, but with the company that I was working for, it was a lot more than that, clearly. So I saw that head on. Once I realized that, I it opened up a lot of doors for me. So about 3 years into my role as a front desk, there was a job opening for a practice manager, and I took it. And of course, again, me thinking closer to home, it's great for my family. Sorry, my I feel like doing the lawn right now. But I took it because, again, I was thinking more money. But the more I got into my role, I realized it is way more than just manager. You are the point of contact for everything that goes wrong and everything that goes really great. And if I can be a part of that something, part of that team that can really create something good, that's what I want to be a part of. So that's why I took it.
I
And
love that.
we'll get into that later. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely ready to.
When you say we are the point of contact, we are the person that people ultimately go to, You're so early on in practice managing right now,
Right.
but what would you say you struggle with so early on so far?
Definitely the mindset of, okay, now I'm a front desk to now I am that point of contact. And of course, I'm a person who just wants to help and be there of any second of any situation that can possibly go wrong and go right.
Mhm.
You have to now say, okay, what are you going to do about it? You have to
Yes.
empower your team now to, if you're gone, they have to be able to take it upon themselves to do it. So
Yeah.
now you are that reminder. You are that, hey, you have to do this, but not in a boss type of way, but it's almost like you're that coach, that mentor
Mhm.
for your team. You are
Exactly.
basically you're steering them in the right direction, but not telling them what to do. And that's what I like about the partnership that being a practice manager has with the team itself and the doctor. I'm all here for it.
Exactly. You're not a boss, you're a leader, you're a coach for your team. And with me, I struggled so hard with trying to connect and find the connection with each of my employees because I also came in from front desk and dental assisting and didn't know how to identify how to speak to people going into
And
dentistry.
definitely, I will say it helps you talk to people the right way.
Hmm.
It definitely helps you have those conversations and step into that role. And of
Yeah.
course, we'll get all into that later. But
Oh, yeah.
I just want to just say that where we are now is a really great position to be able to help everybody, even our doctors, help everybody
E-
grow as just like
Exactly.
me.
When did you realize in this field this was something that you would grow into and lead in? How did you identify when that point you were ready?
Right. When I realized that I would be in a power up position to actually put and voice my concerns, my opinions, and actually get them to be put to use. Any other, I feel like medical field, whether it's being in a hospital, being in an office, even being a teacher, just if you think of any other role, you don't really have that say. You know,
Hmm.
you can have an opinion all day long. Does it really get put into use? Does it really get put into effect? As that manager now, you get to hold those weekly team meetings. You get to hold
Hmm.
people accountable. You get to physically watch them grow into something that is beautiful. You get to see those interactions with other people and your doctor. And it really
Right.
is a beautiful thing when you get to be that person. And when I realized I could be that person, that changed everything for me. What
Yeah,
about
I
you?
agree.
When was the moment that you realized that this would be the position for you?
So when I realized that I wanted to grow within and wanted to pursue management was when, and we'll go further into this, but when I was a front desk, when we were working together, I had employees talking about me and saying things about me. And so that kind of urged me to push harder into dentistry and
Right.
grow and show that I am capable of doing things that I want to do. And it just kind of felt like they were just tearing me down and tearing me down, but that was adding fuel to the fire and I was wanting to grow. It wasn't just that, but also my passion for dentistry. I'm ready. Like I want to get to where I can succeed not only for myself, but for my family, for my husband. And I want to show that it is possible, even being so young, because I am young. But I also, when I am working, I put everything into my workspace. I focus on work. I'm kind of like a workaholic in a way. Like I really do put a lot of energy and a lot of effort into what I do every day.
Right.
That's
So that's basically what we're all trying to say here is that when given a chance, jump on it. You know,
Mhm.
if you have that chance to make a difference for somebody in the right way, in a positive way, do it. We've been in those positions where we thought things weren't going the right way and we thought that it was just gonna be detrimental to our work environment. And
Yeah.
suddenly you start taking that home and suddenly it just intoxicate you to where it's all you're thinking about. So if we can be that person that help and create that positive energy, that's amazing. I can't wait for others to see what we're saying and really jump on that opportunity to just make a difference for
Yes.
somebody in your life.
Yes, I agree. I think it's that point where we can jump into now our friendship and our partnership together because
So, like
this is
Becca was
such a
saying,
history. This is truly a history.
like
And
Becca was saying, we actually worked together as two front desks. We sat side by side to each other with each other. We worked every day with each other, Monday through Friday, and we experienced the dental world together.
yeah,
We treatment plans, check-ins, checkouts, hard conversations with patients. Um, all I can think of is that day when we were doing some work for the community and came in and was very upset that he could not get his root canal. And yet we were only, it was just a hard conversation that Becca had to have. But you as a front desk, you're never ready. You're never
mhm,
ready for when a patient comes in and they're screaming at you and you have to take a sec. Sometimes you can't even take a second to really wrap your mind on, okay, is this really going
yeah.
on right now?
Yeah. You know
Totally.
what? For me, empathy is key. You have to think what patients are going through every people have parents that pass away, a family member got into a car accident, they might have been diagnosed cancer. These
You
things
just
are
never know.
just pop up in
And
patients
that's why
and we
they
don't
say
realize it.
check your feelings at the door. Check your personal life at the door and walk in with a good energy. Walk in with a
Exactly.
good positive energy. And what that would do, it's a game changer, man.
Hmm.
It
Exactly.
changes everything.
But I will never forget that patient because he was the patient that had the same first and last name as my grandfather.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I
I
thought that
remember.
was very interesting. But going back into like your friendship, I remember I actually had transferred from a office in it was northern Florida.
Yeah.
And then my husband and I moved down south more towards Tampa. And so that's when I got the position where you worked at the time or where we worked. And I remember clicking with you so like it was
Yeah.
kind of like a mirror of
It
me
was
and
just
you.
immediate. It was just that's what going back, you put that good energy, you're gonna attract good energy. You're gonna attract good people with good energy. And you never know who is gonna come into your life who's really gonna change it. And like that old saying, it's either a lesson or a blessing. You never
Exactly. And things
and
just
you never know.
sometimes happen
Just
for a
look where we are
reason.
now. We're practice managers of our own office and we're making changes. We're changing people's lives for the better and we're helping and we're bringing in numbers that we've ever brought in before. And
Yes. And
it's
guys, I am going to tell you, I could not do my role without Andy because whenever I have struggles, whenever I have successes, we are truly there for each other. We contact each other. She is literally
that
my sister. Like
and
she,
likewise, lean
yeah,
on your people, guys. Lean on your people.
yeah,
Find a good couple
truly.
of girls, good couple of guys that you know you can trust and you can talk to. Lean on them.
And it
Because
doesn't even have to be in dentistry, but it does help when you can relate to so many struggles, so many celebrations together, and it just clicks. Me and Andy, it clicked so fast. I can't even tell you how many times I kept telling her, go for a practice manager role, go for a practice manager role. You're so fantastic.
and I
And
jumped on
she,
an opportunity and I
yeah,
took it. You guys, you
yes.
can't be scared. You can't be scared to take that opportunity, take
Hmm.
it to the next level.
I agree, but I realized that I truly couldn't do it without Andy. You're just such a fantastic person. Every single day that I would walk into the office, no matter if she was having a hard day, she would put a smile on her face. And it would just put a smile on my face, even though there may be struggles outside of work. We both have our own struggles that we relate to. And in the workplace, it's always, and I and I
It's
love
hard
that.
not to when you work good, when you find a team that you can act like family with. It's easy to have good energy and gig off and have fun with people that share the same values that you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Andy, why did we do this podcast together?
My good
Why did we come
question.
together?
My favorite question. We just want to show everybody that you're not alone. Think about taking that next step, do it. If you are having a struggle in your office and you're also in the same position, it is okay because we've been there, done that. I want to show everybody that it is okay to lean on others when you need help. We just want to navigate the where we've got to now and what it takes, and just some of the struggles, some of the successes that we've seen in our journey of being a manager. When it's all about having fun, and it's all about making mistakes and failing forward and taking accountability. And it's okay to not be okay sometimes.
Yeah.
And I know that others are in our position, have been thinking about what we're thinking about sometimes. And it is okay to feel what you're feeling because you're not
Yeah.
alone. So I
I
just wanted to
agree.
say
I
that
think
you're not alone.
we always talk about things that we could do in dentistry and things that could improve in dentistry. And also the mental toll it takes on you, not even just mental, but physical. And we want to share because we do both feel that together. And it's basically unsaid things that we want to talk about with people that may relate and
Stuff
ask
that,
questions.
we want to talk
And
about the stuff that, isn't talked about enough.
Mhm.
So if you guys ever want to put out there, like and share in the comments,
Yeah.
let us know some similar situations that you've been into and would like to talk about that you feel that's not talked about enough. And we're going to be here to listen, and we're going to be here to talk about it.
Yeah, and we definitely want to invite questions, comments, concerns, problems that you may be having within your office. You could be a practice manager, a doctor, a dental assistant, sterile tech, anything. We're there for you. We
Yeah.
want to be there for you just like we are with our personal staff and our doctors. And that's the whole reason why we started this podcast was to make a difference. Everybody has struggles, and
Everybody
we're
does.
here
And
to
it's
share.
okay. So let's talk about it and let's make it better.
Andy, what are we going to talk about in our second episode?
So now that we've kind of come to the conclusion, told everybody who we are, what we're here for, what we're here to support, all things dental, we want to hear from you guys. So basically, I think the next subject that's not talked about enough is burnout. We're going to talk about the hardships and the struggles of the struggling with the work-life balance, hearing others in your team that is also struggling with burnout. How are you handling that? The conversations that we're having with our team members, are we making sure that our team members feel appreciated and reach out, but also taking into consideration ourselves? How are we feeling? Are we burned out? So we want to hear from you. What are some burnout stories? How did you guys get there? How did you guys get over it? And that kind of thing. We're here to talk about it.
Yes, we're going to talk about our days at work, our teams and patients, and how to navigate those conversations. And we're going to do this together. This is a journey between me and Andy, and we're going to hash some things out. And we are not only going to hash things out between us, but we're also going to have conversations with people. So if you want to comment, like, subscribe, we're all ears on all different platforms.
Yeah.
YouTube,
Just reach
TikTok,
out to us.
podcasts.
We'll have all that in the comment section. Stay tuned for more. This is just the first of many, and we're excited to have you all on our journey. Oh, it's only going to get better from here. So, you guys watching now, just be patient with us. I'll make sure
Yes.
to get the lighting situation under control. So,
Yes. And
it,
also,
guys,
I want to add that we did create a Gmail to where you can
reach out
ask
to us.
questions and things like
Ask
that.
questions.
And
Get to
we'll
know
link
us.
that. It's dentaldiaries101 at gmail.com. And I will link that to our videos.
Yeah. Just have a great day, everyone, and stay tuned for more.
Thank you
Debbie.
for being here with us with Dental Diaries.